Hi guys, this is still your girl Oma. Today we shall be talking about how to improve your introvert personality. But first and foremost, let's talk about how to manage shyness as an introvert. Please stay tuned. How do you know an introvert who has learned how to manage their shyness? Well, like I said before in my previous video, there is a big difference between shyness and introversion. Shyness is being afraid of social judgment, while introversion is all about energy management. Okay? Now, for most introverts are first of all shy people. Now, when you see an introvert that has overcome their shyness, you will know by their body language. Yes, introverts are not shy people because there are introverts that already overcome their shyness and yet they still retain their introvert personality. Now, how do you know people that has overcome their shyness? Number one, it reflects in their body movement, in their body language. The way they give response to people, no matter how or not caring about their environment or people around. Yes, it doesn't mean that it must be done in controversial manner. It might be in a way they have calculated enough to air their view, making sure they have drawn attention to themselves. It also reflects on how they are able to influence people around them, though not every introvert have that flair. Okay, now I have 4 ways to manage. 4 ways I've discovered and I'm going to share with you how to manage your shyness as an introvert. Number 1, you must learn to adopt a curious mindset. Now, curious mindset is a trigger that will help you speak out, not to dwell in your head. Now, what shyness does to introvert is number 1. They'll be thinking in their head, what if what I will say now will make them not accept me? What if I get wrong? What if I will not be perfect like the other persons? They dwell in their head, they have not let it out. They are judging themselves before the actual people judge them. And no matter what you do, no matter how you withdraw yourself to your shell without letting out your view, you will never know what people think. And even if what people think matters, they will always think what they think. So they adopt a curious mindset. Engage with them. Ask them questions. You know, when you adopt a curious mindset, it makes your energy focus on knowing things you don't know, learning things about your environment. Asking the next available person, how did you achieve this? Where did you come from? How did you make this impossible? You see, you're already talking because you adopt that mindset. Number 2, elaborate your responses. Well, I noticed that this is one of the mistakes I do make as an introvert. When somebody asks me, how is that project? I will say it's fine, just fine. I won't try to elaborate. I won't try to explain further. I won't try to add something more to that answer. Now, to the other person that is asking you that question, it feels like you are not interested to talk about the project, or you don't want to engage in conversation with him or her. Okay? That's what the person might feel. And sometimes I put myself in that position. I've had somebody respond to me in that manner, and I found that this isn't right at all. Imagine when you ask somebody, how is that your brother? Then you already know the reason why you're asking that question. Unless you have decided that this is something you don't want to talk about, no matter who the person is, it's intentional. Okay? It's not that it's your lifestyle, but you make the response intentional. It means that you are not ready to respond to that person. Okay, you might even say it's fine, but once you know that this is part of you, how is that your brother? He's fine, you just move. Okay, now the person that asked you that question might be expecting you to maybe add something to the response. Oh, he's fine, he's doing well, he has recovered. Do you see the difference between the first answer and the second one? Or he asks you, how is your studies? The person already know your state of mind, or your state of issues. Okay, then he asks you that question, you're expecting more, more clarified answer. Oh, I'm doing well, I actually did well in my exams. How did you see this answer? Now, these are the things that will also help you to come out more of your shell. It makes you to brighten up towards your relationship with people. Okay, elaborate on your responses. I myself is still improving, but with the few I've practiced about this elaboration of your responses, I feel better, I feel more connected to people. Okay, number 3 is have a story to tell. Okay, this isn't easy. Okay, this is not always easy for the introvert. Maybe about a particular issue. Yes, that issue must have a little story attached to it, or maybe you have an experience connected to that particular issue. All right, so when you want to talk and you are looking forward to expanding a conversation with the other person, whether it's an introvert or extrovert, okay, which means that an introvert can actually stay with a fellow introvert and there will not be awkward moments. Have a story to tell. Now you are talking about a particular issue. Think of a story that relates to that issue and make that conversation interesting. Have a story to tell. And that response that you are giving, if it is necessary, add it a story. Okay, it doesn't mean that you'll be sharing too much. Like I say, know when and know the right time, know the right thing to say at that particular moment. Okay, you don't need to share too much. You check the circumstance, you check the condition, you check the environment, you check the person you are talking with. Just make it not your lifestyle just to answer a simple straightforward answer. Okay, have a story to tell. Make your conversation very interesting. Number 4, always be present and listen attentively. Yes, sometimes when we are listening to people, maybe we ask a question, it will feel like if say maybe you are waiting to ask another question. Maybe that person is talking and is expecting to ask maybe from what he or she has talked about with you at that moment. You expecting to ask further question from me. You expecting to show that interest. One thing you should know that when people are talking to you, they already know and have that sense that you are interested in their conversation, you are interested in their story, you are interested in what they are talking about at that moment. Now, when you are the person that asks your question, and when that person is explaining what you ask him or her, then maybe you didn't wait for him or for them to finish before you jump to the next question. You really show you are not really present. You already have maybe a catalog of questions in your mind waiting to put it out. Maybe you get one point from the ones he has answered, you wave it aside, you want to ask the next one. Okay, it means as in it will look somehow to the next person. So always be present in conversation with people. Listen attentively. Listening will make you to ask further questions. Listening will make you to contribute. Listening will make you to give suggestion where suggestions are needed in that person's viewpoint. Okay? All right. Next time, we are going to raise another point on how to improve your introvert personality. Okay? This is still your girl, Oma Vinci. God bless you. Bye-bye.